Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Paul. In this video I'm going to take you along with me as I do some drone flying around Lake Erie at sunset. Recently my sister rented an Airbnb and I had a chance to stay with her. It was in the Amherstburg area, and it's a beautiful area with lots of wildlife. And I did a flight at the first night we were there at the end of right before sunset. So I'll show you the flight and also show you a little bit of the historic town of Amherstburg. It's a great place to visit, especially in the spring, since there's a park there with lots of rhododendrons that just started blooming in spring. And it's a historic area, a good place to grab a coffee or go for ice cream. It's a nice place to see if you've never been there. So we'll do a little bit of flying here, and I'll show you some of the wildlife you can see also along Lake Erie. Some birds and just beautiful nature basically. This is end of March, and basically cold still hasn't really left yet. Spring is a little bit delayed this year, or at least was. And the plants haven't quite yet awakened from their winter sleep. So what I'm going to do is I'll take you along and I'll show you some beautiful footage of a sunset along Lake Erie. And one of the things, I guess I'm not sure if you'll be able to spot it, what you can see in the far off distance as I do my flight are the two chimneys of the nuclear reactor in Ohio. So without further ado, come along to the shores of Lake Erie near Amherstburg, Ontario, and we'll do a flight. So it's the time of year when nature is about to awaken from its slumber, long winter slumber in southern Ontario. And maybe I'll start off by telling you a little bit more about Amherstburg, Ontario, which is generally the closest town to where we were staying. Amherstburg, Ontario is a historic town situated along the scenic shores of the Detroit River near Lake Erie. Established in 1796 with the construction of Fort Malden, the town played a significant role during the War of 1812 and later served as a key terminus of the Underground Railroad, offering a refuge to freedom seekers escaping slavery in the United States. Today, Amherstburg is celebrated for its well-preserved heritage and vibrant community. Notable attractions include Fort Malden National Historic Site, the Amherstburg Freedom Museum, and the Park House Museum, which collectively showcase the town's rich history. Visitors can also enjoy the picturesque Kings Navy Yard Park and explore the charming downtown area filled with shops, galleries, and eateries. Visiting in the spring, you'll be greeted by a bloom of azaleas and rhododendrons in the park that's right along the downtown area, which is a little bit unusual for southern Ontario. These plants make a great addition to any garden. Unfortunately for me though, last year when I planted some, they got chopped down by this guy here. Sustained quite a bit of damage. Hopefully they'll bounce back. It's also a great place to stop by for ice cream in the summer, and as well, I guess, coffee any time of year. There's two coffee shops that I know here, and this is probably the more popular upscale one, and it's very, very busy as well, but it's a very unique design with lots of gold elements, and it's a nice place to see. If you're looking to stay overnight, there's a few places to choose from. There are Airbnbs and bed and breakfast places, and also I believe there's a hotel as well. Throughout the year, the town puts on quite a few festivals and parties, and one popular attraction is the Santa Claus Parade. Alright, so let's head outside and we'll do our flight. And just going to wait for the sun to start setting before we take off. This is actually footage from the next day, but this is what the waterfront of Lake Erie looks like in March, because it's usually very foggy and cloudy and sort of gray skies or monocolor skies. So this is the shoreline. It's a rocky shoreline here on this side of the lake, and this is the DJI Neo drone that's following me around. It's doing a pretty good job actually, although it does eventually run into this tree. You can see it bop it here and it'll fall down, but overall it did a pretty good job.